We are now days away from the midterm elections. California gubernatorial candidates John Cox and Gavin Newsom have been traveling up and down the Golden State in their final pitch to voters. Newsom stopped by Bakersfield earlier this week and Cox stopping by earlier this afternoon. 23 ABC's Vanessa Romo has more on what Cox is saying just days ahead of that election. Vanessa.
Newsom and Cox are making their way up and down California, both leaving lasting impressions on the communities they reach. But come Tuesday, only one can become the next governor of California. As Cox said today, he's very optimistic about his chances. California gubernatorial candidate John Cox stopped by Bakersfield on Saturday in his final push toward governor. Stepping off his bus, he greeted his fellow Republican candidates and members of the community, promising that help is on the way.
I think the people of this state desperately want change. I represent change. I've been in the business world for 40 years and gotten results. My opponent is a career politician. He's from the Bay Area, and look at what San Francisco has become. Cox is running against Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, who stopped by Bakersfield earlier this week to also voice his concerns for our community.
The number one issue in this state is housing affordability. Cost of housing is the biggest issue I hear about everywhere I go. Number two is the issue of health care, and it's a related issue because it's affordability and the anxiety people have around their health care and homelessness.
Cox also touched on those issues Saturday, as well as his effort to, quote, hold Sacramento accountable.
They're misbehaving. There's a whole bunch of them that have had problems. I think we need to make sure that they're held accountable and that there's a check on what they're doing. He spent the day also stumping for Assemblyman Vince Vaughn and 32nd Assembly District candidate Justin Mendez. And Cox says he is feeling good going into Tuesday and believes he left an impact on California during his bus tour. I'm feeling very optimistic. I really do. I think the people, when they go into that voting booth, they're going to say, who's going to shake things up? Who's going to change what's happening in the state? And Cox will head to Fresno, Modesto, and Sacramento tomorrow. A reminder, the election is this Tuesday, so don't forget to go out and vote.